Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe by clicking the subscribe button or the little watermark in the corner. Thank you. So the rumors about a new Nintendo Switch are becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, to the point that it seems like the rumors are actually true, because there's a new report from Bloomberg telling us that the Nintendo Switch, the upcoming Nintendo Switch, the 4K Nintendo Switch, the Ultra HD Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch Pro, or whatever name it's going to have, is going to be using an NVIDIA GPU that supports Deep Learning Super Sampling, or DLSS. It means that the chip will enable output of up to 4K resolutions when the Nintendo Switch is in its dock and connected to a TV that, of course, supports 4K, right? That's obvious. Right now, the Nintendo Switch can output graphics of up to 1080p when connected to a TV. The DLSS on the NVIDIA's GPU will allow for app scaling on games when you connect it to a TV. As of right now, the rumors are still saying that the main Switch is going to be a 7-inch 720p OLED screen, which is going to be a bump from the current Nintendo Switch. Other thing is that by using DLSS on the Nintendo Switch, all games that are being made for the Nintendo Switch will be able to support 4K app scaling. Now, this wouldn't work for older games because games have to be coded with support for DLSS. So your current games wouldn't look as great as they could look. They wouldn't be upgraded to 4K. But the idea is that any new games that come out later will be able to do 4K. Now, it isn't clear right now if the Nintendo Switch will support native 4K with this specific chipset, or if this is going to be upscaling. I'm sure we'll find out more information as more information leaks or Nintendo decides to give us that information at some point. Nintendo Switch came out in March 3rd, 2017, which means that the console is 4 years old by now. So it makes sense that it will be due for an upgrade or a refresh per se. I feel like this is going to be more of a refresh for kind of like mid-cycle refresh before they actually launch whatever the successor to the Switch is going to be. This works in two ways. One, it allows Nintendo to charge more for the new Switch. Right now, analysts are saying that the price could go up from the $299 current price for the Nintendo Switch to $350 or $400. They don't think that people will have a big issue paying that much because of the upgrades on the new system. This will also allow for the current Nintendo Switch, if they continue making it, to have a price drop, maybe, because the Nintendo Switch launched at $300 and the price hasn't dropped. It's been the same price the whole time. So it makes sense that it will get a price drop at some point. The reason why I said it depends is because they also have the Nintendo Switch Lite, which will kind of eat up onto that price drop from the current Nintendo Switch. It will be interesting to see how Nintendo positions the Nintendo Lite, the current Nintendo, and what will become the Nintendo Switch Pro 4K Ultra HD. What the rumors are saying is that the Nintendo Switch Pro is supposed to come out on holiday 2021, so holiday of this year. Also, I'm assuming that Nintendo is looking at the market and seeing how many units of the Nintendo Switch they have sold during the pandemic, during the time that people were in quarantine and all those things. And they're probably seeing that it's probably reaching some sort of saturation. That's a guess on my part. And they're seeing that by launching this new generation Nintendo Switch will make it so the market becomes vibrant and they can pick up a bunch of other people who maybe have been waiting for a price drop, or maybe have been waiting for the Nintendo Switch to do 4K, or people who already have the Nintendo Switch are looking to buy something that works better with their 4K TVs. And now, of course, these are rumors. Some of these might turn out to not be true. Some of them might turn out to be true. But I am more inclined now than before to believe that there is a Nintendo Switch upgrade coming holiday of this year due to the reports that Bloomberg keeps putting out. And there have been some hints also dropped by Nintendo bigwigs. For example, this quote is included on the Bloomberg report. What we value is how much a new technology contributes to the fun experience and how comfortably a consumer can play, Nintendo Senior Executive Officer Ko Shiota said last year. If you read into this quote, you can kind of tell that they're saying, we know that our technology is lagging behind. We know that we need to improve that technology in order for our consumer base to have a better experience. And so based on this quote, it makes sense that they will be working on making that experience better than what it is now. You've seen this Nintendo Switch Pro news rumors that are becoming more increasing and with more exact information are reality. Will you be inclined to buying an upgraded Nintendo Switch? Do you own a Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.